Well, get this thing to stay where it should stay. All right, great victory. All victories are great. Very thankful for that. Very thankful for the fans who showed up and supported us. That was very important to us, and we appreciate that very much. Want to give credit to Pitt in that they found a way to win the Coastal, and they'll represent next week, and want to wish them the best. A year ago we were the ones going to the Coastal and got upset at their house, and they're the ones going to the Coastal this year and got upset at our house. So I think our guys rose to the occasion. It was very obvious that it was a dominating defensive performance, and thought it was a dominating special teams performance as well. Did a great job of moving the field a few times, and of course the punt return for a touchdown by DJ was pretty spectacular. A lot of great blocking on that, a lot of great individual effort on that. And second half offensively did much better through the ground. Obviously, ran for almost 300 yards, which is great. Just really couldn't get it going, throwing and catching, and that's what you got to do. You got to throw and catch. And we had a couple times we missed some open people. We had a couple times we hit guys right in the heart and didn't catch it, and we just couldn't gain momentum throwing the football. And we're playing a lot of young guys, but we're playing some veterans too, and we got to do better. But I'm just thankful for the victory, and it's fun to see the guys enjoy the locker room afterwards, and we'll just kind of wait and see where we're going to land in the bowls. But anyway, it was a good win.
Mark, Travis has had this kind of this knack. When he scores, it tends to be a big play.
Yes.
For some reason, he doesn't score on 1 yard, 2 yard.
You're right. He does score from distance. He may end up with 1,000 before this thing's over. I think he was close to 800.
31 shy now.
Is he 31 shy? So, hopefully so. That'd be wonderful for him to get 1,000 yards. He deserves it. 8 carries, 168 yards. He had one for 64. I mean, just very impressive. The first long run he had a couple beautiful stiff arms and just about took it to the house. It was blocked well. We had a freshman receiver, D. Wiggins, do a great job of coming in there and block the safety, leaving the corner left for the runner, and which is exactly how you do it. And that was good. I know on one of the long touchdown runs, we had number 7, Hightower, downfield blocking 50 yards down the field, and made it a touchdown rather than just a long run. And those young guys are learning how to block and learning how to do the things that it takes to be great. And I know we didn't throw and catch it all like we wanted to, but guys are getting experience, guys are getting better, and guys are learning from what's going on. So yeah, it was a great day by Homer, and of course Kosi had a nice run too.
You guys have had, obviously, there was more adversity this week, and it's been an adverse last 6 weeks, really, for
right.
you guys. But what's it say about your kids, the kids that are still here, that they were able to put together a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, we last night I read every name of every senior, guys that were on the trip and guys that weren't on the trip, and then I found some quotes that some of our guys had through the media. You guys asked a few seniors a few questions about, do you think you'll play in the bowl, or how does it feel to have your last game at Hard Rock, or whatever it may be? And there were some really impressive answers by those senior leaders, and I read those out to our guys, and then I gave Jaquan Johnson a chance to address the team, and he did a beautiful job of talking about, he used the analogy of when you're in quicksand, if you're fighting by yourself, you usually sink. The only way to get out of quicksand is to fight together, fight, smart, and fight with other people helping you. And he just talked about how he felt like we did that last week, and he wanted to see it again. And I just wanted the young guys to see these seniors, hear the words they're saying, and just kind of look them in the eye and say, I'm gonna play my tail off for you. And I think they did. So that was a good sign. And like you say, adversity usually does make you stronger, and you learn a lot about yourself and your team when you go through it.
Mark, for all the struggles that DJ had to go through, how big was today for him, and how happy are you that he played the way he did?
Talk about DJ Dallas? Yeah, you know, had a couple fumbles, which is very uncharacteristic. We had more fumbles in the last 3 or 4 weeks than we had all season last year, I know. Just very frustrating to have those things, but tonight DJ really stepped it up, and he was kind of his old self with his great spirit, and you know, to make that run that he made was pretty spectacular. He finally did get to the wall, got some good blockers, got some good blocks on the left side, but he had to get there first, and did a good job of that, and he just, you know, found a way to get in the end zone on that. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was a 4th down play, but when we got in the Wildcat down there towards the end, I think the 4th down we went Wildcat, and he popped a big one. But just I say it all the time, but he loves football, but he loves this team, he loves his school, he loves his teammates, he loves his coaches. He's been that way since recruiting. Y'all remember him during the recruiting time. I mean, the guy was solid as a rock no matter what was going on. He was solid, and he was recruiting his tail off for the future, and he still does. So I'm proud of him, happy for him.
Coach Mark, the defense was again outstanding.
Yes.
14 tackles for loss, I think 6
Beautiful.
sacks.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. They played their tails off, you know, and you know, I think the field goal probably was off a turnover with the bad field position. We mostly gave the defense great field position, at least early on, and then the turnover bug got us and put them in, you know, some midfield situations that, you know, where they didn't have to defend. And I think even the field goal, I think we had a couple defensive penalties that kind of helped them along the way to get in position to kick. But other than that, lights out. They played great. Anybody else?
Mark, just talk about how you're going to spend, obviously recruiting, but
right.
how you guys are going to spend the next few weeks up until the 12 week.
Yeah, we're allowed to recruit the next 3 weeks, and we'll be doing that. We'll be on the road. Everybody's got their plan as far as all our position coaches, and they've already got me lined up to go. I don't know exactly where I'm going, to be honest with you. I wasn't in that meeting, but there's always a meeting prior to getting on the road where everybody's going to decide where the head coach needs to be and when he needs to be there. And so they got that set up. I just haven't had a chance to, you know, haven't had a chance to find out what that's going to be. But you know, we'll be, you know, the kids will be back, you know, in school, finishing up this semester. Not a lot of class left, and you know, just getting in position to graduate for some of them, and some of them just to finish out the semester strong.
Coach, what was your message? I know you spoke with Jaquan's message, and it's not the final game, it was the final home game. What was your message to the outcome?
To the seniors, just that we love them. And, you know, when Jaquan was done, actually, when I introduced Jaquan to speak, they applauded him. And then when he was done, they applauded him, and I did too. And basically, after he was done talking, if I'd have said anything else after that, yeah, I'd have ruined it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to know when to shut up and just, if you got a good message, leave it alone. And that's exactly what happened there. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.